Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Silly season continues with Ange Postecoglou. We are getting story after story about the potential future of our manager, but who better to hear from than the man himself, Ange Postecoglou. He has spoken to the media today ahead of our cup final against Inverness on Saturday, and alongside that he's commented on his own future as to whether or not he'll be with Celtic moving forward. So let's get into all of that. Hello, welcome back. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, it would be much appreciated. We're just going to get right into things today, but quickly before we do, I did mention this yesterday, but in case you missed it, I've got a new Twitter account, Ryan Stephen F2. Go and follow it. Makes me sound like an F2 freestyler, that, doesn't it? Go and check it out, follow it if you need to. The old account's gone, dead. So if you want to keep up with me on Twitter, if you want to keep up with my opinions on this evolving Ange Postecoglou story, that's the place to find me. The link will be in the description below. It's 2:05 in the afternoon, and it's been a hectic few hours since I've woke up. We've had changing stories, article after article, and a press conference from Ange Postecoglou himself as we speculate over the future of our current manager. Will he be here next season? Will he be at Tottenham Hotspur? Nobody really knows. And don't let anybody tell you they know. I don't know. The MSM doesn't know. Nobody on Twitter knows. Literally, the only man who knows his future is going to be Ange Postecoglou, and we've got a little bit of an insight as to where he stands right now amongst all of this speculation that he could be at Tottenham next season. So we're going to look at his comments first, and then we're going to talk about the stories that have broke today, and overall try and give an opinion on it. There's so many things that I've said since all of this started last week that I feel like I could just repeat and repeat. You know where I stand right now. And I am concerned that he could potentially move on from Celtic. But we need to deal with the facts that we've got right now rather than the ifs, buts and maybes. I'm going to play this clip that was recorded from the press conference today. All credit to Clyde One for posting this on their socials. But this is what Ange Postecoglou had to say.
Somebody else was favourite last week, wasn't it? Yeah, so it doesn't register. I mean, you know, I get all the interest in why people love to sort of speculate on these things, and we've worked really, really hard to get ourselves into this position. And you know, for me to let my mind wander about anything else other than getting our team prepared for a big day on Saturday is it's just not who I am. You're making it sound as if this is the first time it's happened to me. We've done this dance a few times this year, so I think the players are well aware of where my thoughts lie. So you're not invested in this football club like I am, like the players are, like our supporters are. And like I said, for me, I wake up this morning thinking about one thing, the same thing I've been thinking about for the last sort of 7 days or 5 days, is that I really want to make sure that we play well in this cup final and make it a truly special season. Because I don't know. I know this football club's had a lot of success recently, including trebles, but over the history of time, there aren't too many that can claim to that. So not just for myself, for this football club, but for some of these players, it might be the only one they get. So we need to really focus on that.
So there you go. There's the man himself speaking. There's his comments in relation to the Tottenham Hotspur links. And what I will say from it is, I just wish that he would utter the words, "I'm staying. I'm not going anywhere." Something along those lines to give us the reassurance. Because what I will say from this, there is no definites. There's no yeses. There's no no's. A lot of people will look at it as if he's kind of dancing around the question rather than giving a definite answer. All eyes are on Saturday for Ange Postecoglou. He's made that very clear from his press conference. And moving on from that, you can't really take too much from this press conference in all honesty. But I want to remain optimistic that it's more positive than anything. That his mind is with Celtic. And that quote that stands out, the one that Clyde One themselves highlighted in the post of this, it doesn't register with him. And he's done this dance a few times this season. This isn't the first time Ange Postecoglou has been linked with a Premier League job. He's been linked with, almost half the teams in the division this season when their managers have up sticks and left or they've been sacked. So this isn't the first time. This isn't anything new. It's just a question as to how severe this one is with the kind of magnitude of the job that Tottenham Hotspur is compared to, your Leeds Uniteds and your Evertons and all that. This is a much bigger job. But right now, his mind is focused on Saturday. It has been focused on Saturday, and I think he's established that so far there's been no contact with Spurs. It's just about what happens post-cup final. Is that where the potential contact could come? What we'll learn from all of this is our minds will change constantly. 1 minute we might fear that he's leaving, and then we hear a comment like this and we'll think he's staying. I think that honestly, all you can take from all of these articles, and even Ange's comments himself, is just going to have to wait until the proof is in the pudding, and we're just going to have to wait until something is said by him or the club to confirm or deny if he's staying or going. That's all we can really sit and do now, is sit tight and wait. I think we've got to just enjoy Saturday. We've got to hope for a treble, focus on that, and wait to see what happens beyond that, which is slightly annoying because I think that I personally would rather just know. You know, if he's staying, if he's going for definite, I'd like to just have that confirmed so we can enjoy Saturday. And if it's a farewell, we give him the farewell. We know it's the farewell, rather than leaving it all up in the air after the teams walk back into the changing rooms on Saturday evening. It's going to be tough, and we're going to just have to be patient about it. And I know that us as Celtic fans, a fickle bunch that we are, we can't really be patient about it. And I want this press conference and those comments from Ange that I've played just there to be the proof to me, and the kind of evidence that I need to say, yeah, he's staying, that's him, he's here next season. But when I say that to myself, I just know that I'm opening myself up to the most heartbreaking situation possible. It doesn't register with him. Take that as the headline from now. I think we can establish that there has been no contact between Spurs and Ange as of yet, that his eyes are focused on that final, and that's what matters. But this all follows on from what has been a hectic morning, and this is why you've got to just wait and be patient, because you look at the stories that have came out this morning, and I don't think anybody's got a clue. I don't think anybody has the right to say they know what's going on. This was the first bit of news that was dropped this morning, the headline that was published by The Sun of all, and that says it all, really. I mean, I don't jump in two-footed to these kind of articles because I don't trust anything The Sun throws at me. But The Sun published an article this morning saying Tottenham are set to announce Celtic boss Ange Postecoglou as new boss as early as next week after months-long search. It went on in the article to say that Celtic are resigned to losing Ange Postecoglou. We've accepted he's gone. We're going to start looking for a replacement as early as next week because Ange will be off. This was then taken by every mainstream publication going, the Daily Record and the rest of them. They were using this as their citation, and they were using this as their reference to say that, yeah, this is what's happening. This was the big story. And basically that we were resigned to losing him. We'd accepted we were losing him. And then only a few hours later, about 1 o'clock this afternoon, the Daily Record published an article saying that Ange was going to be discussing a new counter-offer with Celtic. This was the headline here. Ange wanted by Tottenham, as Celtic are expected to make Postecoglou a big money counter-offer. So what one is it? Are Celtic resigned to losing Ange? Have we accepted it? He's off? Or are we going to make a counter-offer? Both of those things, to me, they contradict themselves. Unless there was a big revelation in the space of 2-3 hours by Dermot Desmond and the Celtic board to make this big offer, I don't think things would have changed that drastically, that quickly. So this is what I mean. These articles, they are worrying, and it's easy to get the nerves going, and I'm pretty worried. But I think that by jumping in and believing all these things and taking it all as truth or whatever is not the right thing to do. The guys writing these articles genuinely have as much a clue as us, I think, at this moment in time. What I will say is, if there is truth in the fact that Celtic are going to make a counter-offer, should Spurs contact Celtic or Ange Postecoglou come Monday morning and Celtic are going to make a counter-offer, be serious about it. Make a counter-offer. Dermot Desmond is a billionaire. 2.2 billion is his net worth. Double, triple, quadruple Ange's money. And I know it's not all about money for the big man. It's the game, it's the football. But he means so much to not only the supporters of Celtic Football Club, but the ethos of the whole club. Don't know why I said ethos. The ethos of the whole club. He means so much to it that we should be throwing everything at him. Not just money, promises, ambition, and a future at the club that can be brighter than what we're currently achieving right now. We should be throwing that at Ange Postecoglou to keep him around here. He's worth every single moment and worth every single penny of our time and our money, our resources. He's worth it all. And I think that Dermot Desmond should realise that we can't set ourselves back on what is only the, I think, the midway point of what we're doing here with Ange. We're nowhere near the end of it. Yeah, we might win a treble on Saturday. Doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that it's done. The job isn't done. We've got so much more to do with Ange Postecoglou, and Dermot Desmond should realise that. And if there's any truth in big money counter offers being made, as the articles suggest, Dermot Desmond should be really serious about that. Over the past couple of hours as well, it's been reported that Tottenham aren't just looking at Ange Postecoglou now. He might be the top choice, he might be the favourite, but they are apparently considering a couple more options, Marco Silva of Fulham being one of them, and apparently Luis Enrique, despite the high demands that he wants, is apparently still he's still one of the options. Tottenham are still looking at the possibility of that. So we're still looking at a situation, a scenario here where Ange might not be contacted first, and they might think that options are suited elsewhere. You've got to remember, a large majority of the Tottenham support are in a position right now where they don't want Ange because they're so stuck up their own arse about it. So that suits us, you know. If they don't want to hire Ange, good. Let their fans talk the board out of it. Show their unhappiness. We'll happily keep them here. So we'll just need to wait and see. It's one of those ones that we'll need to just anxiously wait. I really don't know where I sway right now. I don't think that even Ange's comments have swayed me a particular direction. It's given me more hope that he could be staying, but I am still very weary. I am still very anxious and very worried that he could go. But I don't think anything's definite. I don't think there's a definite leaving situation. I don't think it's a definite staying situation. You're just going to have to wait. Like everyone else, I have no inside knowledge, and I hope that the treble and the aftermath of the treble is enough for Ange to be convinced to stay here, and we get enough proof that he's staying here. That's all I can really ask for. In regards to the cup final, we will discuss all of that tonight in the podcast studio. Tomorrow we'll have a podcast diving deeper into the cup final on Saturday and Ange Postecoglou's status as Celtic manager. So we've got a whole lot to go through. Tune in tomorrow and we will be going into this in a lot more depth, and I'll be having conversation with people who have different opinions. Kieran Auld and Ryan McGinley, I'm sure they'll have different things to say on this whole situation, and obviously between now and the time we record and the time of release, I'm sure we'll have more news, more updates in regards to it, and more mainstream nonsense to react to. So yeah, we'll be in amongst all of that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there for today. Just win the treble and stay Ange. That's all. Please. Thank you. Right, cheerio. See you next time.